Hello everyone and welcome on back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. For all of my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. And if this happens to be your first time, welcome. My name is Monet. I am 27 years old. And here on this channel, I document myself utilizing the cash envelope method, budgeting, getting out of debt, saving. I do anything money related. That's what I try and tackle here on this channel. So if you're interested in seeing my journey, learning, or you just enjoy this type of content, then definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, join the family, and hit the bell so that you're always notified whenever I upload my next video. So within today's video, we are going to be doing my sinking funds update that I like to do at the end of every month. I firstly want to say I hope you all enjoyed your holidays. If you celebrated Christmas, I hope you enjoyed. If you are still going through your holiday season, wishing you well. I do want to thank you all for wishing me a Merry Christmas on that holiday. And yeah, I just appreciate you all so much. So as always, just thank you for showing your love, your support, and I am just wishing you all the best. But before we head into the new year, because that is what I am currently preparing for, I wanted to go ahead and close out my budget for December, because sinking funds are usually the last thing that I do pertaining to my budget. So once I close this out, we can officially be done and I can begin putting out videos of my goals for 2024 and just preparing for the new year as a whole. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with setting up our funds. All right, so here we have my sinking funds sheet. As always, I do create all of the sheets myself, and if you are interested in them, I have a digital download. I did finally put up my budget kit for 2024. I do apologize for the delay, but if you guys follow me on Instagram and keep up with what I do and keep up with the videos, it was just a lot. I had my vacation to prepare for, and I had like an influx of orders that I was not prepared to do, so time just got away from me because I also, still had to work. But anyway, that's why the budget kits were delayed, but they are out now. So if you want to set up for January 2024 and you find my sheets useful, the link for them is down below. They are on my Etsy and my website. I create the budget sheets individually, so if you want to buy it month by month. I also provide it for the whole year, so if you want to get all of your 12 months and get it out the way, you can do that. And I also provide 6 months, so however it works for you, I have them available for you. But if you aren't familiar with sinking funds, they are just basically like little mini savings, and you're preparing for things that you know are eventually going to pop up, or just setting yourself up by saving for any unexpected things that might appear and they don't blow your budget. So what I like to do is at the end of each month, I track my sinking funds of how I started, and then at the end of where they are today, and I validate that they are correct within the envelopes. And I also just like to write down the transactions just to see what I spent my money on. So the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and fill out the top sheet. So let me do that. The starting fund is always going to be the end balance from the previous month. So this is November. So I'm just going to write my end numbers in my starting column. All right, so looking at my funds at the start of December, I had annual payments with $200, car maintenance with $994, car insurance with $90, Christmas with $260, gifts $120, household $200, medical $490, and travel with $270. So that was a grand total of $2,624 within my sinking funds. So next we can go ahead and grab my binder, take out my envelopes, and then begin filling out the transaction log down at the bottom. All right, so the first fund is going to be annual payments. And I always like to write down any income that I added towards the fund first. And the income is basically what you guys see me cash stuff with each paycheck that I receive. So for the month, I was able to add $40 to my annual payments envelope. I was going to pay my Netflix and my Apple Music in December, but they actually aren't due until like January 1st, January 2nd. So I'm just gonna leave that for January and pay it then. So in terms of annual payments, nothing got deducted. So any money that we added, we would put over here in the plus column. So we added 40, we took nothing out. So 200 plus 40 means that I should have $240 in my envelope. So checking out annual payments, we have that here. And in cash, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 40. So correct, $240 for annual payments. All right, moving along, we have car maintenance. Car maintenance, this is another fund where I just added for the month. I really didn't have any time to get a car wash, and thankfully I didn't have any repairs to my car, so we didn't have to touch that too much this month. So adding 80, I took nothing out. So adding 994 plus 80 means that I should have $1,074 in the envelope. So here is car maintenance. We have a $1,000 placeholder. This just signifies that I have $1,000 in the bank, so I don't have to keep the actual cash on hand. So we have 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So that is correct. $1,074 for car maintenance. Moving along, we have car insurance. We were able to add money for this envelope for the month, and that totaled $70. We took nothing out because we are saving for the next 6 months. So adding 70, took nothing out. 90 plus 70, that gives us 160. Here is car insurance. And we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So correct, $160 in car insurance. Moving along, we have Christmas. I did add money for the month to try and bump this up a little bit more. So I added 40. And then I did go ahead and take out some money from the envelope. I didn't end up using all of my funds. And typically when that happens, if I have any left over, I would treat Christmas as like a gift to myself and get me something. But I didn't get a chance to see my best friend, and I'm probably gonna see her maybe in 2 months. I think in February is when we plan to meet, and that's when I'm gonna get her Christmas gift. So I'm just gonna keep the funds in there and then figure out what she would like. For presents this month, I did take out $100 for that. So adding 40, I took 100 out. If we started with 260 plus 40 minus 100, I should now be left with $200. I think if anything, I'll probably split that, give my best friend 100 and then give myself 100 to get myself a little Christmas gift, because I deserve presents too, because I don't foresee my best friend going past $100. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 95, 200. So that is correct. $200 left in Christmas. Let me know if you guys have anything left over for Christmas, and when you do, what do you do with that? Do you leave it in there and just add it to Christmas for next year? Or do you also get yourself a little something something? All right, so up next we have gifts. Gifts I did add for the month, and that was a total of $20. And then I also took money out of gifts. This was for like Secret Santa at my job and buying gifts for my managers. I didn't want to take it out of Christmas just because I wasn't sure how much I was gonna have left. So I just took it out of gifts. Gifts is basically, you know, kind of the same. So I did spend $30 for that. So if we go up here and add 20 for gifts and also took out 30, we started with 120 plus 20 minus 30. I should now have $110 remaining in this envelope. So checking out gifts, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10. So $110. All right, moving along, we have household. Household is basically like my home decor envelope. And I did really good this month just because my house was like decorated for Christmas, so I didn't have the urge to buy anything, but we'll see how we do next month. But overall, I think I'm getting better with my household fund, if I do say so myself. So from household for the month, we were able to add $40 and we took nothing out. So 40 and 0. We started with 200, added 40, so we should now have $240. So here is household. We have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 240. So correct, $240 for household. All right, now we get into medical. And medical, we are adding small amounts each month, but you know, just giving something for any emergencies just in case. So for the month I added 20. I did not have to take anything out. So 490 plus 20 means that we should have $510 remaining. So checking out our envelope, we have a $500 placeholder. So again, that just means $500 is in the bank, and then $10. So correct, $510 for medical. All right, and then the last envelope is travel, which is my favorite. So for the month, we were adding, and we added $300, and then I came back from my trip. If you saw, I went to Universal and I went to Disney, and let's just say I'm a big fan of both. And when I came back and saw how much I spent, I was a little bit, shocked, but it is what it is. I had a good time, and as long as I don't accumulate any debt, I can't beat myself up too much about it. So I'm just gonna note this as vacation spend, and this is basically any souvenirs I bought. This also took into account the Ubers and the Lyft that I had to take to go to and from the airport. This is for any food that I bought while I was there. Also, since I was staying at my cousin's house, I gave her money for gas and a little bit, just for letting me come and stay. So after all of that, the total for the trip was $520 that I needed to basically pay off, because I did use my credit card when I went, just because I didn't want to keep cash with me while I was in the parks, and this was a total I had to pay off. So within travel, we added $300 and we took out $520. So starting with $270 plus $300 minus $520, that means I should have $50 left in the envelope. So here we have travel with $50. So there we go. So that is perfect. Everything equaled out, and it is what it should be. So now we can go ahead and total up the end balance and see what we have for my sinking funds. All right, so we are showing $2,584 for sinking funds. So we are a decrease from the beginning of the month, but that's fine. We're not down too much, and we can save it up some more throughout the year. But that is what my sinking funds are for. They're meant to be used guilt-free. That is why I save for them. All right, so basically that is all I do to keep track with my sinking funds. I try to keep it simple and straight to the point so that I can do the same method each month, and it's been working out. I've been doing this for the past 3 years, so it works for me. And if it works for you, be sure to give it a try. But overall, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments below how your sinking funds went for the year of 2024. I said 2024, didn't I? I meant 2023. But down in the comments, let me know what you're looking forward to in 2024, and if you're implementing any new sinking funds, if you're taking any out. I also like to reflect and see if I want to change anything. Just look holistically at your budget and see if there's anything that you want to adjust. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And with all that, you guys, I will catch you all in my next video. Bye, guys.